Hey Paddletailers, welcome back to my channel. I got a lot to show you today. I'm preparing for my trip to Temagami with my daughter. It's a 7-day to Lady Evelyn and doing the north and south channel of the Lady Evelyn River. So we're looking forward to that, and very looking forward to trying out our new canoe, my Prospector 15 from Nova Craft in TuffStuff. Anyway, so today I wanted to show you my bug out, my gear bug out, and explain to you quickly why I'm taking it, what I'm taking, and why I'm taking it. And here we go. So we'll start with sleeping. So I have continued to use this. This is my second year. This is my Thermarest quilt. It's good for up to 7 degrees. And the same with my daughter's sleeping bag, which is, which one is this? It is a Marmot. It's a summer bag, very light. Not taking this. Tent. I have my Marmot Ultralight 3, Marmot Tungsten Ultralight 3. Love it. It's got plenty of space. Good for myself as a solo. I like to put a lot of my gear in there. And here, plenty of space to put all my stuff when it's raining. Then we have my Big Agnes Q Core SLX. This is a wide version. Love it. Make sure you get wide if you want to really sleep well. Get the 25-inch wide versus the, I think they're 20, which is just too narrow. It's like you're sleeping in a coffin. Then I have the MSC Silk Traveler liner to go with this, and my quilt. A couple of options for pillows. I'm taking 3. I like to have one between my legs, just comfortable. Gives me a good sleep. And don't forget, I have my daughter coming with me, so she's gonna have her own Thermarest. Now we're gonna do a lot of swimming. That's a guarantee. So with the recent heat wave, I think it's best that we do our swimming and enjoy it. So we're going to bring our towels and 2 chairs. Obviously we're going to bring those. This is one thing I'm not sure if I'm going to take this time. We'll see how much we can fit in my canoe pack and barrel, but obviously these are not going to go in the barrel nor the canoe pack, but we'll tie it outside. If you don't know what this is going to be I'm using this as my first aid kit. It's going to be attached to the bag. What's in my PFD? Well, I have my Garmin InReach Mini 2. I have my DEET in here. I have bear bangers and lighters. So lighters always going to go in here no matter what. We always have a couple of extra lighters hanging around. My daughter is going to be carrying the whistle, and she's going to have one of these hats. We have the original bug shirts, so we both have our own. A bit of luxury for us is going to be this 2-person travel hammock from Costco. Love it. This is a little bit of extra cordage. Cordage goes in here. I have a lot of cordage here that's going to be utilizing the tarp here just in case it rains or we need some shade. This is continue to be using my MSR gravity filter. This is the 4-liter. Just in case there's no thunder boxes. My Agua Cannon folding saw, obviously what this is. Carry 3 paddles. I got this one for my daughter for Christmas last year. And we have our 2 badgers. This is my charger and all the cables that go with it, and I'll be putting all of actually these. Yeah, I'll put these in here. Normally I put one of these lighter ones into our PFDs, and then I'll use this in the tent. This foldable can do it properly. A foldable lantern, USB and solar. Moving on to my cooking gear. I'm just going to transfer some of this into one of these to make it just one. And I really am an MSR fan, so I'm going to be bringing this along. You never know, it might have difficulty finding firewood, so if we do have trouble finding firewood, we can use this. And I also have the MSR Travelers grill. It's a nice lightweight titanium one, and this is going to be our toiletry bag with a little added extra stuff in here for like our juices, tablets, sport tablets, camping fuel, couple plates, cooler. We're going to be putting our frozen foods in here because I'm traveling to Temagami tomorrow, and we're staying overnight at a motel. We're going to be putting all of our cold frozen foods into the powered Igloo 28 quart cooler. So that will be powered constantly for the entire trip. So our trip up, that is. Something I haven't tried before. I got this the other day. It's the Thermacell MR 450, and these last about I think 4 hours with the pads. So let's see how this works. I'll do a quick review on this just to find out if it actually does work. Apparently it has a 15-foot radius around me, so that could be a bonus for us. Be a little bit bug free. I'm not bringing my bug tent. Then we have our Catadyne Bee Freeze. We have a couple of knives, frying pan, along with this. I've dehydrated 2 meals this time, and it's just pasta with meat sauce. Again, 3 paddles, 1 extra. This is my Algonquin canoe pack. It's 135 liters. I'm opting for this because it just fits more than my Eureka waterproof bag. And I think that is almost it. Oh yeah, so these are the shoes I always wear. People always wonder what kind of footwear you should be wearing when you canoe. It's obviously it's up to you what you want to wear, but at the end of the day, I found that these were just too easy to ignore. Obviously the drain yoke pad, and this is something I'm trying different. It's going to be different for us on this trip. Is for the GoPro, it's going to be connected to the gunnel. So that is just a quick overview of what's in my pack for Temagami. I got it. You keep going. Here we go. That's what we want. Okay, paddle in. Temagami, where are we going?
Algonquin.
Temagami?
Or that, one or the other.
Temagami. 7 days, and we are packed. Always worried that we forgot something. Beautiful Lady Evelyn Lake. Oh, it feels good. I think this will pass. Just had dinner. Starting to cool down a little bit. Just a little bit. Went for a swim. Water was amazing. I'll go again. Lady Evelyn Lake. It's nice.
Nice boat, man. She's having the time of her life. Yeah. Oh, this was. Well, my grandfather bought that one in 1970.
Yeah.
And we've had her 53 years, the green one right next to the dock. And it's got to be time. But I'll take it.
Take a step out and get ready for a lunch. We're gonna go just to the right of this stone. Yeah. Brace ourselves. Don't get too close to the edge, honey. Here. Oh, the water's nice. Really warm. Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that.
Lean forward. Like crawl. So we finally made it to Frank Falls. It's 1:45. So we are fighting pretty big headwind on Sucker Gut Lake, and this is the end of Sucker Gut. So Frank Falls, which is right here, gorgeous by the way. Frank Falls, not this is Frank Falls. Beautiful. Just up ahead of us, you'll see right next to Darren's head a loon. There were two, but there was a bald eagle that swept in and tried to grab one of them, and that was pretty cool to see that. Nature's awesome. This is Center Falls portage from Sucker Gut. It's insane. So far so good, right? Yeah, I guess so. So far so good. I mean, I've got a 60-pound canoe on my shoulders. This is okay to go up. You can do that. Just take your time. Here at the end. Not rapid tough girl. It's a waterfall. So we're thinking it's not going to be the best decision to keep going forward, and the reason why is this right here, it's a hell of a hike. I mean, it looks like a sheer cliff. It's actually doable, but with the canoe and being super tired, I think we're gonna cut our losses and not do Lady Evelyn River this time, and head back to Sucker Gut. And there's a really nice island campsite there, so we're gonna head out there now. Well, it was a pretty eventful evening last night. Well, actually, the day was pretty eventful. So this is the end of Sucker Gut, what takes you to Frank Falls. Nice boat, by the way. And we made it to Frank Falls. Went up there, no time. It was quite an easy portage actually, and it was my very first second portage actually with this. We made it to Center Falls, which is after Frank, and Darren saw it first. She saw the vertical climb, and it was a sheer rock face, and you were zigging and zagging to get up. With the bags, it's okay, we can do that, manage that, but with the canoe, it's like, I don't think we can do that. So we're thinking maybe we'll take a break and stay the night by Center Falls, because there's a campsite there, and then in the morning we'd crack it and continue doing the north channel of the Lady Evelyn River. Didn't happen. Do you remember Hap Wilson in this text said that the portages are like Algonquin on steroids, and that was crazy. Anyway, we made it back to Sucker Gut Lake, and we're on this island here, and it was quite a pretty island actually. It's huge, but it's limited in how many places you can actually put a tent on. It's very rocky, and it's pretty well an anthill. Anyway, it's very picturesque, but we're off now. We're gonna make our way to Fat Man's Fall. I think we're gonna go the opposite way now, around, to get to the end of Lady Evelyn South Channel and camp there for a night or two, and then make our way back up to Sucker Gut, maybe to Lady Evelyn. There's a portage from there, and then slowly make our way home. So you want to go back to the bigger lake entrance? Yeah. Okay.
Well, maybe
Well, I know where it is. I see it. Okay, so let's power through this one. So, have a 30-minute paddle to get back. Big waves today. At the end of the lake, make it right. That's the south channel of Lady Evelyn River. We're going all the way up back to Sucker Gut, past the Narrows, and make our way back to Lady Evelyn and stay another night there. Just got to figure out where to put in. This wind is insane, so I think we might have to go that way. Yeah.
Your shirt.
I'd rather be safe and put in on the lee side of the island. It's like a completely day and night here. Much better. Good idea. Like 30-kilometer winds, not 12 like they're saying. So we just stopped at some windy, pointy campsite and had a short lunch. Here's Darren. And we're off again, so we just did 14 kilometers. Tailwind took us about 2.5 hours, not bad. We're off to Upper Lady Evelyn Lake, and it's pretty windy. And away we go. So less wind, maybe, I don't know. This is fun. You got it, honey. We can pass this to like the next 100 meters, we'll be okay. Let's just go straight. Just before it gets really choppy, we're making a left. Yeah. Get into that one. Paddle over them. Here we go, here we go. It's gonna get a little rough because we're getting close to the shore. Paddle. Now. There we go. There we go, hon. Okay. Paddle hard, paddle hard. No, no, no. No, no, no. I got it. You keep going. Okay, paddle. Here we go. That's what we want. Whew, shit. Well, we got our white water. What? No, our best bet is just to stay at shore right now. We're gonna do that now, actually. We can't fight this. Forward. Forward more. Okay, paddle. We're good.
I think we should ask for a boat when they come.
So that was quite a hairy 4.5 hours of windstorm. We were on Lady Evelyn Lake in Temagami, and we're dealing with this. It doesn't look like much right now, but Darren and I were dealing with what, 3-foot swells for about 3.5 kilometers. We had like 3 scary moments where we're gonna swamp, and ended up being beached for about half an hour. We ended up surfing our way back towards the Narrows over there, and just before the mouth of the Narrow there's a lodge or a cabin that we saw, and we met these fine people. Oh my god, they were really good. They gave us beers, a lift to the North Channel. Otherwise we'd be screwed. They even offered us to camp on their property, which is awesome. So it was Brad, Mike, Connie, Amy, and their grandparents. They put our canoe and all our gear and us and the beers that they gave us, and brought us here.